Today, we are learning a powerful and important law of trigonometry, the law of sines. The law of sines states for that any random arbitrary triangle ABC, if we know two sides in an angle, or two angles in a side, we can find whatever's missing. Here is our law. Sine A over side A is equal to sine B over side B is equal to sine C over side C. For any triangle, this ratio holds. Keep track of our notation here. Side B is always opposite to angle B, side A is opposite to angle A, side C is opposite to angle C, and so on. You can also see the formula in this format: A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. This way might be a little easier for calculating angles, and this for calculating sides, but they're the same formula. Let's see how to use it. Say you have a triangle. You know 2 degrees, and of course, since you know 2 degrees, and they add up to 180, you should also be able to find the third degree. But here we have 2 degrees, and we have 2 sides. We know the length of one side, and we want to calculate the value of this side. The first thing to do is to write out the sine rule. Once you have the sine rule, you apply the sine rule to your triangle and try to fill in all the values that you know. If we take this as side A and this as side B, then sine A is sine 80, and A is equal to x, the value that we want to find. Side B is equal to 7, and sine B is sine 60. For this, we don't even need side C, and we don't need to know the whatever value is over here. It's not required. And now, we can just multiply both sides by sine 80 and plug this into our calculators to get an answer. Now let's try to find an angle using the sine rule. Here's our triangle. As before, we write out the sine rule, and then we try to apply it to our triangle. So to use the sine rule, we need to know at least one value in each of the fractions, and there should only be one unknown overall if we want to be able to solve it. So we know both values here, so let's call this A, and this will be B for our ABC triangle. Angle A is 75 degrees, so that's sine 75 over side A, which is 10, that's the side opposite to angle A, is equal to sine of M over 8. We multiply 8 by both sides, we have sine 75 over 10 is equal to sine M, and now we apply the inverse trigonometric function arcsine, and we have arcsine of 4 sine 75 over 5 is equal to M. And we can just plug this into our calculators. Remember, when calculating, and this is important when you're looking for things with lots of significant figures, try to keep full accuracy until the end. So save as many significant digits as possible until the very end, at which point you should give 3 significant figures. At least.